what's up guys? As you've seen in my last video, I flew Singapore Airlines new first class and it was simply amazing. Just check out that video if you want to see the crazy experience. It's out of this world. And a lot of people have been asking me how I fly first class. Like, am I sponsored? No, I'm not sponsored. So today I will show you how you can fly the new Singapore Airlines first class from Singapore to Shanghai. And I want to show you how you can do that for 34 US dollars. And before we go into that, I just want to tell you that it's interesting to learn the airline codes and the airport codes. So here you can see SIN, which is Singapore, and PVG is Pudong International Airport in Shanghai. If you want to get into this game, I really suggest you to learn all the airline and airport codes. And if you want me to do a video on that, let me know, then I'll be happy to do that. So before we look into how we can fly Singapore Airlines for $34, let's look at all the different options to fly this new first class. So the first option is the normal option would be to pay for it, right? Like you pay 2,900 US dollars. That's about the price for the route from Singapore to Shanghai. And yeah, if you have enough cash, that's a perfect option. And by the way, this is actually not too expensive. I flew Etihad's first class apartment from Abu Dhabi to London, and the flight time is just a bit longer, but some of those flights were priced, the maximum price was like $17,000. So $2,900 is actually not too bad for a first class flight. But I'm assuming that most of you don't want to pay $2,900. So let's look at some of the other options. The second option is to use miles, KrisFlyer miles. For those who are not familiar with miles, so miles are the points that you earn within the loyalty program of Singapore Airlines, and that loyalty program is called KrisFlyer. So for every flight that you do with Singapore Airlines, you earn KrisFlyer miles. But there are also some other ways on how to earn miles very quickly, but I'll talk about that in a bit. So second option, 95,000 KrisFlyer miles, seems to be quite a lot, and you need about 34 US dollars because you have to pay some taxes. But I assume that most people will also say like 95,000, that seems quite a lot. So is there any other option? Well, of course. There is an option to fly the new first class in KrisFlyer miles for just 50,000 miles. So how does that work? Well, if you search for flights that you want to redeem with miles, then you can search for different type of awards. So there is a standard award which will cost you 95,000 miles, but sometimes there are also saver awards. It's like a promotion, and on this promotion you can fly the new first class for 50,000 miles and about $34 in taxes. So the question that you all have now is, how do I get 50,000 KrisFlyer miles? Well, let's have a look at all the options to earn those miles. First of all, you can use credit cards. In some countries like the US or in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and some other cities as well, it's quite easy to get credit cards with a lot of sign-up bonus points. So for example, you have American Express, Chase Rewards, Citi Thank You card. And if you get one of those credit cards, they often come with a sign-up bonus, which means that you get, for example, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. It really depends on the card, but you get like 50,000 points. And those points can be transferred to different airlines. So for example, if you have a Citi Thank You card, you could transfer 50,000 Citi Thank You points to 50,000 KrisFlyer miles. And so basically you don't have to do anything, you just sign up for the credit card and you have all the points. So that's quite easy. Another option is to get SPG points. SPG is Starwood's preferred guest. It's the loyalty program of the Starwoods group, which have merged with Marriott. So you can earn those points with a credit card because they have co-branded credit cards. So you just sign up for the card, same thing, you get bonus points for free, and you can transfer them to KrisFlyer. And even if you stay in hotels, you also earn SPG points. You can also use SPG points to book hotels, but in my opinion, flying first class is much more valuable. And another really good advantage of the SPG points is that when you transfer them, you get 5,000 free miles when you transfer 20,000 points. So if you want to fly the first class, the Singapore Airlines first class, you only need 40,000 points because you will get 2 times 5,000 points for free. So the 20,000 plus 5,000 K bonus on SPG points is really, really good. Then another way to get more miles is using specific hotel and car rental websites. I'll drop them in the links below, and they're also on my blog. Basically, if you book hotels, just use these websites because for every hotel you book, you will get miles. And that's a perfect way to get more miles. And in the links I will give you, you will get like 1,000 miles for free as well when you book a hotel. So just take advantage and start earning those miles. And then, of course, the most known and convenient way for a lot of people would be to fly Singapore Airlines or one of their Star Alliance partners. So whenever you fly Singapore Airlines, you get miles for the flight. And if you don't enter your loyalty number, then you can always get those miles later by going to their website and yeah, showing a screenshot of your boarding pass. So you need to fly quite a lot on Singapore Airlines to get all those miles. So my suggestion is to combine all these options. You get a credit card, you sign up for Starwood's preferred guest, you book hotels on specific websites to earn miles, and whenever you fly Singapore Airlines, that's also nice because then you earn extra points. So when you combine all these options, you'll get the miles really quickly. And actually, it doesn't cost you anything because you would do these expenses anyway. You need a credit card, you stay in hotels. So it's a perfect combination of all of those things. One thing I want to mention is that when you take some credit cards, you will have an annual fee. But to be honest, the annual fee of $200 sometimes is not that much if you can see which value you can get out of it. If you can fly Singapore Airlines first class for like $200 sign-up bonus and $34 in taxes, that's like peanuts for a first class flight. And on top of that, the points are not the only advantage you have with the cards. Like I had cards where I get launch access in almost every airport around the world. And that adds up if you travel a lot and you can eat and drink for free in all airports around the world, then you like have the $200 back like in no time. So to summarize, if you want to fly the new Singapore Airlines first class from Singapore to Shanghai, you can do that by paying $2,900. That's about the price right now. You can find standard awards, which will be 95,000 KrisFlyer miles, or the best way is the 50,000 Saver Award, because then you only need 50,000 KrisFlyer miles. And how do you get those miles? Well, like I said, different options, credit cards, Starwood's preferred guests, specific hotel or car rental websites, and flying Singapore Airlines and one of their partners. So this was how to fly the new first class for just $34. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment and let me know if you want to see more videos about flying first class and business class for peanuts on different airlines. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.